Alrighty. Welcome to the March 2024 development update for OpenMarch. This video is not for people who are like, I'm a drill writer and I don't care about the coding. If you only want to see the features, watch the feature update I uploaded before this one. I'm recording them sequentially, so it's not like there's anything crazy. If you missed the feature update, TLDR, we have pathways now. Great. Why is there no previous? Oh, it's because it's the first page. We have pathways now, and you can do that, and there's these buttons. That's not the really impressive thing, I think, that happened this month, though. What I actually want to do in this feature update is implement something. Never done that. We're going to do it live. You're going to see how good or bad my coding skills are. And yeah. So the thing we're going to implement is evenly distributing marchers. No, let's align marchers on the vertical axis. So if we select a bunch of marchers, I'll just keep this open, honestly. If we select a bunch of marchers, they should all have the same y coordinate, and maybe it's like we pick an average or a median or something. But that's what we're going to do. Great. So if you're interested in the development side of things, this should kind of give you a good idea of how a lot of the things work. And I'll also walk through some of the new stuff that I built and kind of what most of my work for March was. All right. So the first thing that we are going to do if we want to add something new to OpenMarch is we are going to do what's called adding what is called a registered action. What is a registered action? A registered action is a uniform object to represent a function in OpenMarch. A registered action can be triggered by a keyboard shortcut or by registering a button ref to the action store. So what that means is if you've ever used VS Code, which is what you're looking at, this is VS Code, you can like search for like any action. Like I can start all of these things. I have no idea how they do this, but eventually I want OpenMarch to have something like this. I want people to be able to search for a command and be like, align vertically, delete all marchers. I don't like, you know what I mean? Like search for anything that can be done. And so currently, what this means is that the best way I have thought to do this is to put all of these actions in a single component. And the struggle with doing something like this, with doing anything with like actions that can be used globally by activating in something like this or a button, is that all of these actions need state. They need the context of what's currently happening, and so I can't just put them in some vanilla JavaScript class because then there's no way for them to access the state. Can I pause the recording? I'm gonna get a drink of water. Hold on. Okay, thank you, OBS, for being able to pause. I'm not editing this later. I just want to upload it. Anyway, marchers. So the way that this app works, and I have some development stuff on the wiki, but it is horrifically out of date. So I'm going to walk through kind of how all of it works. So let's use an example we have right now. Classes. We have like coordinate. Where did I put these? Coordinate actions. Okay. So if we want to, let's say, round a marcher's coordinates to the nearest step, like this, for example, put it here. I want to round this to the nearest step. 1, that's what it does. I either press this button or 1. Here's what's happening. We're activating this function from, I'll go through all of it, I guess. Alignment toolbar, I believe. Yeah. So this button, snap to nearest hole, is in the alignment toolbar. Specifically, it is this button, snap to nearest hole, right here. That's what it is. If I like change this to Jeff or something, that's what it says, Jeff. Right? We're not going to do that though. When I click this button, a few things are happening. I have linked this button, snap to nearest hole ref, which is defined here. Button ref right there, snap to nearest hole ref, which is just a normal HTML reference. And I have linked it to what is called my registered actions handler. So this button is like nothing in the alignment toolbar component is doing anything. Like there's no functions there defined. It is all defined here. So we have linked it. And if we go to alignment, previous, where is it? Why do I have two alignments, bro? Okay, whatever. This one, snap to nearest hole. We are calling this get rounded coordinates function with the state that we have from the registered actions handler component. So when we call this, we are passing in the marcher pages that we want, which is the one of the current selected marcher and the current selected page. The field properties, which is everything proper. Did I spell this wrong? Properties. Great. Let's just change that. Properties. Awesome. Great. We're passing that, whenever that button is pressed, we are using this coordinate action, which is in its separate class. We are passing in the current state, field properties, whether or not to use the x-axis, and then it is returning updated marcher pages with these rounded things. So basically, this registered action handler thing doesn't hold all of the functions. It is the one calling every function, but in best practice, we would have the actual functions that it is calling in something separate, so we don't have to test a million things. Why is this alignment? I am so confused. Oh, it's batch editing. That's what it is. Great. Anyway, I'm already blowing off into a lot of tangents, and we're 7 minutes in. Let me try and explain this better by implementing something. The reason I think this method is very beneficial is because we have the keyboard shortcuts for things, the description of what everything does in one place. For example, this object, registered actions objects, is something that is available at runtime to all the components, meaning we can have things like the keyboard shortcut, the description of what it does. Snap to nearest hole, we could add all of this stuff, and then that's what's in the overlay. Like at any time I have a button, I can just call registered actions objects dot snap to nearest hole dot description, and then or dot, I think it's instructional string is what I called it. And then that's what it is. The instructional string, yeah, right here. The instructional string is just the description plus a string of the keyboard shortcut. We also have a toggle on and off string where we can like enable X movement, lock X movement, stuff like that. Yeah, I just think like once you have to add stuff, instead of like originally I had keyboard shortcuts and all these descriptions like being in components, like they were in the toolbar. But what I found is that if for whatever reason that button wasn't rendered, that action was effectively gone. So this registered action handler, which is a component that doesn't do anything or doesn't return anything visual, is the one handling all of this. Is this a bad way to do it? I don't know. So right now it works. Let's add something. So all of the registered actions, as I call them, are defined in this enum. And this does a few things. It gives constant safety to make sure that I don't define more actions than I actually have existed. And if I define an action in the enum, everything is going to get really upset. So if I do like align marchers, let's do align vertically. Great. Now, see, this is yelling at us because it's like, blah, 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 is missing from type that. So then we need to create a new object. And the new object we're creating is going to be the description of it, a keyboard shortcut. We don't need a keyboard shortcut. Let's actually not create a keyboard shortcut for right now. No, I don't want a keyboard shortcut. Fine, we'll do 2. That's not going to be permanent. So we've done 2 things so far. We've done 2 things. We've added something to the registered actions enum, and then we have added the description of this action to the registered action objects. The difference between the object and the enum is the enum defines all of our actions, and the object defines the details of all the actions. Is there a better way to do this? I don't know. Now we're going to actually define the action. So, low battery apparently on the MX Master. If we try and do this right now, this action exists. If we try and do it right now, it's going to be like, it's going to freak out. What did I do? 2? Yeah, no action registered for align vertically. I'm pressing 2 right now. I don't have a button or anything. And that's because we haven't put anything in the third thing that we need to do, which is this trigger action case statement. I can change it. So if I did case, registered action, enum, align vertically. Let me just break that really quick. Not before all, bro. We can change it to console.log align vertically, and now we should get that. Great. Now let's actually like see what the function is. So export function align align vertically. Yeah, that should work. Just marcher pages, honestly. I don't really even need the field properties. I don't really know what this just generated. No, that has nothing to do with what I want. Okay, so here's what we've done. And let's create some documentation for this before we, and this will return what? Marcher page args. No, modified marcher page args. There you go. Is that what I had here? What did I? Yeah, hold on. I should define you. Oh, I did. What's wrong with? Oh, I understand. Cool. Why did you? Okay. And then marcher pages. Like, sometimes you guys are seeing it. Sometimes the AI is very helpful, and sometimes it just does the completely wrong thing. To the changes we made to. Okay, great. Vertically. There it is. Aligns the given marcher. Why is it? Pages vertically, and we would take, and then let's do it by average. It gives the new Y. Great. All right. So sometimes as I'm developing, the AI will just finish these things for me, and I don't even have to do it. But I don't really trust it to do this. Okay. Changes. What are changes? These are the new updated marcher pages. So we are being passed in a bunch of marcher pages to align vertically. Yeah. So first thing is I want to check before we pass them. We're going to check. I don't need to do that. I was going to check if all of them were from the same page, but I don't think that should really be possible. Couldn't hurt. Let's try. Function check marcher pages are same page. And then sometimes it, okay, sure. Yeah, that works. Okay. Yeah, that works. I don't know if that. So first, so what I'm doing here is I'm basically making this safety check to ensure that all of these are on the same page. See, this is how development works. I was going to do one feature, and now I'm like making all these things. If, that's not what I want. Const r. Yeah, let's do that. And then return our same page. Great. So check, and then that's just going to do it and make sure that all of them are on the same page. It's not going to like stop anything from happening, but it will. I think it'd be a useful warning at some point, because you should never be able to edit marcher pages on different pages. I really hope I'm making sense. Okay. So we have all the marcher pages. We're going to, yeah, I guess some y, average y. Yes. What is the next thing you have for me? Changes dot push marcher page x. Yeah, but I don't like the way it does this. So I would do, so as what it just did for me is very simple function that the AI was good at. We're getting the sum of all the y's and then dividing them. Simple enough. And then we are creating a new list or array of those marcher pages with the modified thing. But we don't actually need to do all of this. We could very easily do something like marcher. Hold on. We could do something like this. Can you stop? There we go. Marcher page. Yeah, that's basically the ... just means dump all the properties. Like if I just did this, it would be the same, but now we're overriding the old y. Will this work? Let's actually test it. In fact, can you? All right, we had test coordinate actions test. I got into a nasty habit of just looking and seeing if it worked, but this is so much better and more mature. Why did you do that? That's not what I wanted at all. What are we? Oh, I see. Okay. So we should put this in another describe. So this is how we test that. Oh, might as well write a test for that. Let's see if it'll do it. I don't know why it did that. Yeah, let's do this. And then boom, boom. Let's do page ID 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Oh, wait. It's a private function, so we can't do it. Let's just export it. Why not? Great. Does this work? Cool. And then let's do should be falsy. If it's on, should return false. If are not on the same page. Boom. That should be enough, honestly. No. Let's do 1, 3, 1, 4. Simple enough. Easy. But I also wanted to put this whole thing in a describe. Coordinate actions. Describe is basically just a way to subdivide all these tests. So now we want to do describe. Align vertically. You know what I'm doing. All right. It should. Haha. Okay. Now, all right, let's take what the AI gave us. It's not what I wanted at all. Let's do this really manually, okay? So if we had 100, 150, 200, 250, and 300, and then let's go like back to, let's do like 0 or something. Sometimes I think this is helpful to just like manually do a test. Maybe it's a bad way of doing it. 1,000. Great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6. 6. 166.66. Great. All right. Const expected new. Actually, you know what? There's probably a better way of doing this. Expected new I equals. Is there like a sum, an math dot like average or something? Is that like a thing? Great. Well, let's look it up. Like I'm fine if I just need to do it. Fine, I'll just do it myself. Okay. But I don't want to like. Okay, we'll do it manually for right now. We'll do it manually because I don't want to like write a test and then it's bad and then blah 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 blah. Oh, fine. Okay, expected new I. Some. No. We're just gonna do that. I guess. You know, I don't want to do something that's going to be all wacky like that. Can I do this? No, 101. How would this look? Shit. Great, let's do that. Should be 167. Result. Get rounded. I don't want that at all. Align vertically. And then we're going to do this really quick. Convert parameters to destructured objects. Great. Boom. Boom. Expect result. For marcher page. Results.forEach. Marcher page. We should be like expect marcher. What is it on? Coordinate action. Oh, it's like a test thing. Please. Great. Why not? Test suite. does not exist on type. What, really? Where? 2, 2, 3. Object literal. Specify known properties. And marcher page does not exist on. Why? Pause for a second. Okay, I wasn't pausing to figure it out. I was pausing because I really needed to pee, and I can't. I'm a frequent urinator. Okay, object literal may only specify properties, known properties. And marcher page does not exist in. Oh. I just didn't save. Great. Console.error. Oh. Wait. Really? Coordinate actions. Oh, can I like change this? To be falsy and then like print error. False. Awesome. So we have done, and then here, let's do, should align the marcher pages vertically by average. And then let's do another one. Should not move marcher pages coordinate. Great. And then we will like turn all of these to 0 or something. Let's do this. Great. No, let's do like 525. And then expected new y, 525. Great, it works. Cool. Now, the only real thing we got to do is implement it. So we have this thing aligned vertically. Now we're going to, in our registered actions handler, in our trigger action function, we are going to call it. So same thing with here. We're going to wrap these in brackets. Const aligned chords equals align vertically. It should just import marcher pages, get selected marcher pages. Yep. And then whenever you change a marcher page, you call marcher page.update marcher pages, aligned chords. And modified marcher page args, by the way, are just, it's like, I don't want to call it an extension. It's just like the only things you can update in a marcher page. So you get it by the marcher ID and page ID, which you're not going to edit, and then you could change the X, you can change the Y, and you can change the notes. So rather than all of this stuff, it's just an easy way to do it in the database. Cool. If I'm not mistaken, like this should like work now. Okay. Moment of truth. Let's put them all of these. So it was, what did we make this keyboard shortcut again? We made it like 2 or something. Yeah, 2. Align vertically. Fingers crossed. Wow. Awesome. And then we can press 1 to round it to the nearest whole or something like that. So if we like, and let's say we did all of these. Wow. Awesome. And now let's say we want a button up here or something. Yeah. Let's go to the alignment toolbar. That's just where I'm keeping them. Let's make a new button group. So we'll call this, delete this button. We will call, what did we say? This was align vertically dot instructional string. That's what the button is going to have. And here's, I'll even show you what I do here. React icons. Align. Yeah, I want FA align. That's not what I want at all. This one? This one, right? Yeah? All right, well, let's think about this. So yeah, this was just Googling React icons. And all right, be on the lookout, everyone, for a good one. I mean, I guess. You think this one? This one? This is why I can waste a lot of time picking an icon. All right, we got to pick one. Let's do, if we're going to do, I usually use, most of these, as you can see, are like FA icons or something like that, or TB, whatever. I'm so indecisive. All right, let's pick. Is there a line V? Wait, what should I call this? Align vertically or align horizontally? Probably align horizontally now. Great. Okay, awesome. Align. This should totally be like horizontally now. Do you align? If you're setting all of the Y to the same amount. Crap, I should. Yeah, shit. Oh, you know what? We're just going to change it. We're doing it live. Shit. Let's do this. Oh, that's going to ruin all the tests. You should just... God damn it. Would you call that aligning vertically or aligning horizontally? I'm just going to keep it. And then I'll change it later. But that... Is it aligning vertically or is it... What do the icons say? What does Google say? If I'm aligned vertically, this isn't helpful. God, stop. I'm just going to do this. No, I think I was right. Yeah, okay. Let's do that one. So what you do is what? This is MD icon center. Okay, back on track. So we're in the alignment toolbar. We have this thing. What did I just do? Yes, align vertically. And we are going to make the icon this icon, which then we need to... And remember, where I just got this was from... Can you just import? Are you not in here? Where were you? Fine. Usually it imports on its own. Weird. So we have gotten this icon, which is just in React. We've imported it, and now we need to create a ref for the button, just a reference. We're going to call it const align vertically ref, and it's going to be null. And then this, we're going to make the button ref for this the align vertically ref. This basically is just a reference to the button. So if we wanted something in the toolbar, if we look actually right now, we can see. Yeah, see right here, align vertically, but right now it doesn't do anything. We have to link this to this registered action that we have. So if align vertically ref current, link registered action, I'll actually type this out. Link registered action enum, which remember is this define action thing we have, dot align vertically, and then you're going to put a button ref in there, which is that. And when you do that, you need to have the registered action store. Now, if we shuffle all of these up, and there's vertical alignment. It only took us 36 minutes, but it was mostly me just rambling. Okay. And now you can make any feature you want. But seriously, if you're interested in developing at all, and I know I wasn't very good at explaining a lot of this, I need help with a lot of really small things. If you notice, this toolbar right here is so ugly. It's really, really ugly. All of these actions I would love in some sort of menu like VS Code has, where you can press a key and all the actions come up. I don't like all these buttons up here. It's ugly. It's just where I have them right now. Playing is still kind of janky, but you know, everything is janky. I need to put music in. I need to make it not have bugs. I need to write integration tests. I need to blah, 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 blah. But it's still fun. It's all fun. But yeah, I hope this wasn't too confusing. I know I was rambling a lot. And I'll try and write documentation for a lot of this. All right, bye.